I'm still tinkering on this new format that I'm doing, and unfortunately, there were probably some tedious parts, like me just listing off fucking things, just off memory. But I feel like it wasn't good enough. I mean, I'm keeping it in here, but I'm just letting you know. Feel free. I mean, you're the listener. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can just stop listening right now if you want. But if you are going to listen, I mean, once again, feel free to just skip through moments, because once again, I'm just still learning shit. Just like, I guess, talking about things, I guess. But I would say about, if you really, if you want to just get to, just kind of just me just kind of winging it, I guess, I get about 57 minutes in. I mean, like, that's when I'm not looking at any material. I'm just literally just basing it off of memory. And I think I'd really like to just start talking about, the temples. So about, I'm not saying that, the first 57 minutes are bullshit. I'm just saying it's not perfect. There are some moments for sure, in my opinion, that, that I'm expressing my opinion, and I'm probably not going to be expressing it again once I get to 57 minutes in. I'm just letting you know what's up, yo. Anyway. Alright, to continue, it's still Thanksgiving, so it's November 28th, 2019. I'm going to be doing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and the first thing I want you to fucking do, is to Google Jackson Zorax. Jackson, Jackson space Zoraxe. If that is not awesome to you, that's okay. But we have a difference in opinion. For sure. I pray to the gods that I own a guitar just like that. I mean, honestly, probably, it doesn't have to be the exact same thing. I'd probably just, get it customly made, or even make, like, fucking make the wood myself. That is a project I would even consider doing myself, because that'd be dope as fuck to own. To just have the Zora's, I think it's a bass. I don't know if he plays the bass or a guitar. But it says, Jackson Guitars created a limited edition 7-string replica of this guitar that was the grand prize in a contest in Nintendo Power known as the Jackson Zorax. Zora Link plays a guitar made up from a large fish skeleton. I imagine it's actually a guitar rather than a bass. I mean, A, because it says guitar rather than bass, and B, because the Deku Link is playing a baritone, or a tuba. Okay, Deku Link plays a multi-horn instrument called the Deku Pipes, and then Goron Link plays a set of bongo drums. Anyway, I know I just jumped in right away and started talking about, I guess, that. But I didn't know that existed, and it's pretty dope anyway. My favorite transformation in the game was the Zora. I just thought it was pretty badass. They kind of look like fish elves, if that makes sense. I mean, they're really tall, and they literally almost look like elves, but, they're fish people instead. I mean, they didn't always look that way, and I guess there's actually 2 breeds of Zora. I think that's what they've come to the conclusion with. And the Goron Link's pretty cool too, don't get me wrong, turning into a fucking wheel, that's pretty dope. I'm totally jumping all over the fucking place, I know that much. I might go to break real quick just so that I can kind of breathe and just totally zone myself back in. But before I do that, if I do that, let's just give credit where credit is due. It was released in 2000. Doesn't say exactly when, but it will soon. Japan, April 27th, 2000, and then North America was October 26th, 2000. And then basically pretty much everywhere else was November 17th, 2000. Developers are Nintendo EAD. I'm not sure what the EAD stands for. Entertainment Analysis and Development Division. Okay. Publishers, Nintendo. Directors is I'm gonna say it's Eiji Aonuma. Eiji and Aonuma. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm butchering it. Maybe I said it right. I don't know. I just I'm just a dumb American. Yoshiaki Koizumi are the directors. You got Shigeru Miyamoto is a producer. Programmers are Toshio Iwawaki, and then you got oh my lord, Toshihiko Nakago. And you got Yusuke Nakano, Takaya Imamura. Those are the artists. You got Mitsuhiro Takano, Shigeru Miyamoto, and Yoshiaki Koizumi as the writers, and then you got Koji Kondo as the composer, the brilliant Koji Kondo. They're all brilliant. All these. Honestly, this is another, like, I was just saying, if only Nintendo just would make kind of just like, they could have just like, almost like how like Call of Duty was like, or like yearly a new game came out, but it's pretty much the same game, but it's just like in a different setting. Like in this case, I guess like based on time restraints, they just used the same setting and models and whatnot. Whereas, like you see like fucking Wind Waker compared to like Twilight Princess, compared to Breath of the Wild or Skyward Sword, or even Ocarina of Time or fucking Majora's Mask. Like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time are pretty much, even though they're actually technically Termina, it's set in Termina, which I guess is like a let's just like, okay, so let me just. It features enhanced graphics and several gameplay changes from its predecessor, though it reused a number of elements and character models which the game's creators call the creative decision made necessary by time restraints or constraints. Right now I'm using Wikipedia. All this really is I was, like I said, it's like, just talking about some, like a topic that I want to talk about for as long as possible, that I want, it's research kind of, and it's just kind of asking the question, why do I even like it? But I didn't really kind of even answer that question in the first, like just in the last podcast. So I guess, why do I even like The Legend of Zelda in the first place? The whole gist is a hero, standing up to save the world, I guess. Let's be real. Does it only take one person to save the world? I really don't think that's true, but maybe, I don't know. I think it's got to be probably a number of people. And it's not just Link who saves. Link gets some help from some people. And like, say for example, Ocarina of Time, he gets help from the sages. So but I guess he's got support anyway. So let's just set up the setting. I don't want to say too much about the plot or whatever. I'm just like, normally I'm just, I guess like the last one I felt like listing off all the like listing off a bunch of shit. But it was, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Because I don't have the game booted up right now. It'd take a while for me to. I've beaten these games a number of times, so I kind of like. I remember these fucking games. So I like Majora's Mask, I think, a little bit more than Ocarina of Time, only because of the masks themselves. It's just like that whole concept is interesting. Like, I think, because when you think about it, really, the game only has 4 fucking temples. Only 4. And Ocarina of Time has 5 as adult Link and kind of like 3 for young Link. So in total, you got fucking 8. Plus you got Ganon's Castle, which is fucking, I would say, another one in itself. So you got 9 temples for Ocarina of Time, where Majora's Mask maybe 5 if you want to say with the moon. But getting all those masks, I guess, are kind of like little fucking. I don't know. It's like if you were to put, I guess, in a sense, maybe it could have been even like. Imagine if they put the two games, like they had enough space on their hard drive or whatever to put these two games together. Because imagine if Link or Young Link actually had, maybe not necessarily give them 7 places, but maybe, you can condense, you put those fucking, imagine if those 4, the 2 were, all of Young Link from fucking Majora's Mask was smacked into Ocarina of Time, and you saw those masks and stuff, but you only could wear them as Young Link, you couldn't wear it as Adult Link. That's, I don't know, man, it's fucking interesting. It's what it is, I try to catch myself saying that that's a phrase that I don't know. Anyway. But is it a shorter game? I think, if you don't give a shit about getting all the masks, then yeah, for sure, it's a shorter game. They also kind of play with time. It's like another game that's, going, it's weird. Both games actually, strangely enough, didn't even really kind of, 2 and 2 together, I guess. They both kind of, both deal with, like, going back in time, or going forward in time. Well, specifically, one can go back and forth, the other one can only go back in time. Can make time go faster, and make time slow down, which are really fucking cool. But, okay, so... particularly, like, there's a lot of messages to be learned and whatnot, but, and also, you still have that ocarina feature, so, you still got music kind of, like, up in there, I guess. Up in them guts. Music's right up in there, man. Okay. 'Cause, like, once again, if you really think about it, the ocarina is kind of teaching you, or the game developers or Nintendo themselves are kind of teaching you how to, play music. Like, even if it's like simple tunes, simple notes, it's teaching you how to fucking play music. Even looking with Wind Waker, for example. When I get to Wind Waker, we'll talk about Wind Waker. But anyway, taking a step back, Majora's Mask, time management. That's what this is about. I don't think it's possible to get every single mask and get defeat every single temple within 3 days. I don't think that's literally physically possible. I don't think they allow that to happen. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90. Well, you definitely have to go back in time at least once. But I'm 99. Yeah, I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. I could be wrong, but if you literally did it as fast as possible, and without like cheating or breaking boundaries or whatever. But yeah. So once again, thinking about it, like in a way, they kind of had a hub again. This when we get to the locations and stuff, I can't remember the fucking location, specifically the town that you started, but it's kind of like a hub again, and you kind of go, you either go north, west, south, or east, and those directions take you to the temple. So, and it kind of already has. In the past already, it's already kind of like told you about like navigation and whatnot, but this one's quite literally about fucking a direction. North, south, west, and east. And you just gotta go one of those directions, and you'll fucking find what you're looking for. Which, in a sense, I guess, like, if you go north all the way, or you go south all the way, or you go west all the way, or east all the way, I'm sure you're gonna fucking run into something. Alright. Time to be a little bit more on track. Alright. Majora's Mask is set in Termina, an alternate reality in Ocarina of Time's Hyrule, which is to be destroyed along with its inhabitants in 3 days by a giant falling moon, unless the player can save it from imminent doom. Destroyed by a giant falling moon, unless Link can save it from imminent doom. Yo. Okay. The plot's antagonist is a mischievous imp called the Skull Kid, who has stolen a powerful ancient artifact called Majora's Mask from an enigmatic traveling mask salesman. The game introduced several novel concepts revolving around the perpetually repeating 3-day cycle and the use of various masks that can transform Link into different beings. As the player progresses through the game, Link also learns to play numerous melodies on his ocarina, which allow him to control the flow of time or open passages to 4 temple dungeons. Just trying to fucking find some interesting stuff in the Wikipedia page before we go into probably the fucking Zeldapedia or whatever. Link and his 3 transformations receive different reactions from non-player characters, which, I mean, if you've played this game, you kind of know some of these. For instance, Goron and Zora Link can exit Clocktown at will, but Deku Link is not permitted to leave due to his childlike appearance. Animals also interact differently to Link's 4 forms. They are indifferent to Link's normal form, attack Deku Link, are frightened by Goron Link, and chase Zora Link. A final attainable mask is the Fierce Deity's mask, or deity. I don't know, I'm just gonna call it Fierce Deity's mask. Although the use of this mask is strictly limited to boss battles, it is possible to wear it anywhere using a glitch. Upon donning this mask, Link grows to nearly 2.5 times his normal height and gains white clothes and war paint on his face. Fierce Deity Link's sword is helix-shaped and shoots beams at enemies. Majora's Mask imposes a time limit of 3 days, 72 hours in game time, which is about 54 minutes in real time, which is interesting. Someone just literally left their fucking game running, seeing how long it would take, and I guess it's 54 minutes. An on-screen clock tracks the day and time, blah blah blah. Link can return to 6 a.m. of the first day by playing the Song of Time on the Ocarina of Time. If he does not before the 72 hours expire, then the moon will destroy Termina, and Link will lose everything he accomplished during these 3 days. Blah 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 blah. Okay. The setting is in Termina, a land parallel to Hyrule, the main setting of most Zelda games. Termina is a world that only exists within a perpetual 3-day limbo between the time when Link first enters Termina at the beginning of Majora's Mask and when the moon crashes into Termina, causing its apocalyptic destruction 3 days later. It was formed prior to the start of the game after the Skull Kid steals an inch, blah 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 blah. Okay. Whoa. The Skull Kid's burdened heart and the mask's powers formed the parallel Termina into existence? That's some trippy shit. Whoa. The residents of Termina all resemble residents of Hyrule featured in Ocarina of Time, and also features a mismatched assortment of Hyrulean history and culture along with its own culture and myths. One of these myths tells of how Termina was divided into 4 quadrants by 4 magic giants that live in each of the land's regions. The world is also full of notable oddities, such as the moon having a face and twisted, disturbed aspects, most notably the limbo of repeating destruction that the world is stuck in. This was a combined result of the world being formed around Skull Kid's memories of Hyrule, his heart being stuck in limbo due to his past broken bonds with 4 spirits, and the dark nature of the ancient tribe that Majora's Mask belonged to. Hyrule is considered to be Termina's heaven, and fits all the typical descriptors. It existed before and will exist following its formation and destruction. The deities that are worshipped in the world, as well as the world's creator, come from the heavens, and the world was formed in the partial image of the heavens and the world's creator. What the fuck? At the center of Termina lies Clock Town, which features a large clock tower that counts down the days before the Carnival of Time, a festival where the people of Termina pray for good luck and harvests. Termina Field surrounds Clock Town. Beyond lie a swamp, mountain range, bay, and canyon in each of the 4 cardinal directions. Okay. Each of the areas contain a temple and is home to a unique race of creatures who have in some way been impacted by the misdeeds of the Skull Kid. I'm pretty much saying everything here. The southern swamp contains the Deku Palace and the Woodfall Temple, an ancient shrine that contains monsters and a giant masked jungle warrior, Adolwa, who has been poisoning the swamp. The Snowhead Mountain Range, north of Clocktown, is the site of the Goron Village. Normally a lush pine forest region most of the year, the area has been experiencing an unusually long winter caused by the mechanical monster goat in Snowhead Temple. Okay, alright, okay. The western area of Termina, the Great Bay, is home to the Zora and Gerudo civilizations. A giant masked fish, Gyorg, is generating storms and contaminating the water surrounding the Great Bay Temple. The desolate Akana Canyon, to the east of Clocktown, is the site of a former kingdom. It is inhabited mainly by the undead, except for a ghost researcher and his daughter Pamela, as well as a thief named Sakon. 2 giant masked insectoid serpents known as Twin Mold are casting a dark aurora from their nests in Stone Tower Temple, causing the corpses of former citizens and soldiers to be revived as undead monsters. Damn, son. Romani Ranch, southwest of Clocktown, is the site of a ranch which houses Romani, her older sister Crimea, Grog, and Mamamoo Yan. In a side quest, Link can help Romani protect the ranch's cows from being abducted by alien-like creatures of unknown origin, Colocoili, dubbed Ghosts, Them, and They. After the final... I've never seen that fucking word in my life before. After the final confrontation with Skull Kid, Link is transported to the inside of the moon, which is portrayed as a green field with a single large tree in the center with 4 children donning the mask of the game's 4 preceding bosses playing underneath it. The children are never named nor otherwise referenced in the game, though they resemble the traveling mask salesman. I guess, should I just read off the fucking plot? Honestly, I feel like it's kind of really lame to do that. Because, don't you already know? Don't I already know? Why the fuck not, man? Let's go on to the plot. Majora's Mask takes place a few months after Ocarina of Time and begins with Link searching for his departed fairy Navi. While riding through a forest in Hyrule on his horse Epona, Link is ambushed by the masked Skull Kid and his fairy friends Tattle and Tail, who steal both Epona and the Ocarina of Time. Link follows them down a dark cave and confronts the Skull Kid, who taunts him and casts a curse, transforming him into a Deku Scrub. Tattle prevents Link from pursuing the Skull Kid as the latter escapes with Tail through a door, but is then separated from them when the door closes behind them. Realizing she needs Link's help to find them, Tattle insists that they should work together. Link follows the Skull Kid through the cave into the inside of the clock tower in the land of Termina. There he meets the happy masked salesman who seems to have been following him. The salesman offers to help Link heal his curse in exchange for retrieving Majora's Mask from the Skull Kid, and tells him he must also obtain his special item, the Ocarina of Time, from him as well. From a gate inside Clock Tower, Link and Tattle enter Clock Town while its population prepares for the town's annual Carnival of Time, which will take place in 3 days. Together, they learn that the Skull Kid is waiting at the top of the tower, which is only accessible during the eve of the carnival. As the two interact with the residents of Clock Town, they learn of the havoc that Skull Kid had wrought prior to their arrival. At midnight on the third day, the Clock Tower opens, which Link and Tattle ascend. Upon arriving at the top of the Clock Tower, Link and Tattle again confront Skull Kid, and Tattle implores Skull Kid to return the mask. Skull Kid ignores the request and proceeds to use the mask power to expedite the moon's collision with Termina, while Tail hurriedly speaks a riddle to them. Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four who are there. Bring them here. Link is unable to fight the Skull Kid and cannot take the mask from him, but manages to retrieve the Ocarina of Time. After playing the Song of Time on the Ocarina, Tattle and Tail are brought backwards through time 3 days earlier, with the Ocarina still in his possession, and with both him and Tattle having complete memory of all that happened. Meeting with a happy mask salesman again, he sees that Link has retrieved his ocarina and teaches him the Song of Healing, which returns Link to his form and seals his Deku curse into a mask which can turn him back into a Deku scrub if needed. After he finds out Link did not bring back the mask, he panics and explains the mask conceals an evil apocalyptic power that was once used by an ancient tribe in hexing rituals. The troubles caused by the mask were so great that the Ancient Ones sealed the mask in shadow forever to prevent it from being misused. Link must then travel between the 4 cardinal regions of Termina: Woodfall, Snowhead, the Great Bay, and Ikana Canyon. For each region conceals one of the 4 giants who can halt the moon's crashing once reunited. At the same time, the Skull Kid has struck each region with a terrible curse which plagues its inhabitants and seals away its giant. To lift the curse and free the giants, Link must enter a dungeon in each region and defeat its boss. After doing so, obtaining the power to summon the giant he has set free. Link prevents the wrongful execution and purifies the water in the south, puts an end to the perpetual winter in the north, cleanses the water and retrieves Lulu's kidnapped babies in the west, and helps heal the tribes of the east, who remain at war with each other despite having died centuries ago. With all 4 curses lifted, Link climbs on top of the clock tower at midnight on the 3rd day to confront the Skull Kid again. As the citizens of Termina prepare to die, Link summons the 4 giants who halt the moon's ascent. Now seeing the Skull Kid as a useless puppet, Majora's Mask drops his grip on him and flies up to possess the moon instead. With Tattle at his side, Link follows Majora's Mask to the inside of the moon, which appears to Link as an idyllic meadow where 5 masked children play. Traveling deeper into the moon, Link encounters Majora in its bestial form and defeats it once and for all, returning the moon to its proper place in the sky. The 4 giants return to their sleep. Tattle and Tail reunite with the newly liberated Skull Kid. The happy masked salesman tastes Majora's Mask, claiming it has been purified of its evil power. Link rides away on Epona while the people of Termina celebrate the Carnival of Time and the dawn of a new day. Tattle breaks down crying as she watches her friend leave. The game ends with a post-credits scene depicting Link and Epona back in the forest as they ride off towards a mysterious light breaking through the trees. A drawing on a tree stump of Link, Tattle, Tail, and the Skull Kid and the 4 giants. The 4 giants is shown after. Although not shown within the game, it was only through Link's pure heart that Termina, a land created in Limbo, was able to celebrate the breaking of the cycle of destruction temporarily and exist for a short time into the dawn of the new day. After he leaves, the land ceases to exist. Nevertheless, the Skull Kid's heart, the true source of Termina, has now been freed of the limbo of burden, surrounded the broken bond with the 4 friends, and begun the dawn of its new day. It's fucking beautiful. But it is interesting that it was said that, like, Skull Kid, like, Termina is created from Skull Kid, and that it's just not exactly, it's like kind of like a, what I'm getting at essentially is, it's like Majora's Mask, Termina itself. Termina is kind of like how like Skull Kid in a sense is like Nintendo in a sense, or a developer, and Termina is the video game itself. I mean, quite literally, it's the video game. I mean, like Majora's Mask is the video game, but I mean, like, this is like created. It's created in the image of the creator. As it literally said, it's like literally like it's kind of like it's like recreating life essentially, through the eyes of another creator, and the creator's like, well, I want it to be this way instead of that way, and I want there to be this people and that people and blah 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 blah, and this exists and this doesn't exist and etc. So it's fucking kind of like, I don't know where the fuck I mean, honestly, it's some crazy fucking out of body concept shit that they're thinking of. Excuse me. Now I'm not gonna continue to just keep reading off of fucking bullshit. I'm going to right now read the development, but I'm just gonna read it to myself. No point in reading it off. Once again, this is all Wikipedia shit, so if you want to fucking figure this out, you can just Google it. It does make sense that I mean, this was apparently. I mean, Majora's Mask first appeared in the media in May 1999 when Famitsu stated that a long-planned Zelda expansion for the 64 DD was underway in Japan. Long story short, they were going to add this. Nintendo was going to add this extension to the N64, which would have allowed for CDs for, essentially the next step, but they canned it, and Majora's Mask stuck to a cartridge. Miyamoto confirmed that Zelda and Zelda Gaiden, which Zelda Gaiden ended up becoming Majora's Mask, were separate projects. So I guess whatever I just said was fucking debunked just now. Zelda might have become Ocarina of Time Master Quest outside of Japan and was released on a bonus disc for blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. All right. So by this point, I'm gonna go up the Zeldapedia thing and just fucking go from there. I do want to do the soundtrack. I just want to name off, I guess, a couple of tracks that I thought were fucking badass. Mask soundtrack listing. All right. Which I don't know. I mean, clearly there were different songs, and this also was like they came out with like a fucking a CD for it. Okay. I'm just trying to like name off the longer ones. I'm not like, these necessarily were not my favorite songs by any means, but fuck, I don't know, like fuck, I don't know. Fucking A, man. Man. Yeah, it's a little bit harder because I don't remember. I mean, I guess in terms of music wise, I don't remember as many of the places for Majora's Mask. I mean, there's the fucking Clock Tower and Clock Town on its first day, the second day, and the third day. You've got Southern Swamp, Deku Palace. I mean, that had an interesting song for Deku Palace. Woodfall Temple. That I remember I didn't like it as much in comparison to the Forest Temple for Ocarina of Time. Okay. You got the Mountain Village and the Goron Village. I remember actually liking that. I thought that was pretty cool. Snowhead Temple, which is pretty cool. If I remember right. You got the Romani Ranch. I guess Goron Race actually had its own race. I just can't remember the fuck it sounded like. Great Bay Coast. Pirates Fortress, Marine Research Laboratory, Zora Hall. Great Bay Temple. And the New Wave Bossa Nova was pretty cool. Akani Valley. Music Box House. Akani Castle. Stone Tower Temple. Stone Tower Temple Upside Down. Calling the Four Giants. Um, I thought it wasn't the didn't the oh yeah, To the Moon. I'm pretty sure that had like its own soundtrack or whatever, or its own song or whatever. Um, anyway. Uh, let's just fucking type in yo mama. Okay. By this point, I mean I'm just gonna be just kind of like let's just I'm gonna links. I already kind of just described what happened, but Link, you go, you know, what I mean, you fucking start as Deku Link in the Clock Town, and I mean, we already described what happened. Like, you gotta eventually get you gotta stop Skull Kid. But you can't stop him because you know, you need the four giants. So you get the Ocarina of Time, go back in time, turn in the regular Link with the option of turning into Deku Link whenever you want because it turned into a mask. You go out of the Clock Town and you're in the field. I forgot what the fucking field's called. Probably would be best to let's look up locations first. Isn't that a fucking good idea? Oh, great. Fucking I, mate. Fucking I. Maybe if I just let it load for just 1 second. Okay. I think it's best to go off with locations. Okay. So, I guess, I know what, Termina Field, I guess. But you got Clocktown, you Astral Observatory. Jesus, I can't fucking read, I guess. Termina Field, Road to Southern Swamp. Yeah, so it is Terminus Field. And the first place I think you have to go. I don't think you can, go to the other ones. I think it has to literally think you have to go in order. But you got Road to the Southern Swamp. You got Road to Mountain Village. Road to Akania. It's interesting. But all right, I guess starting in Clocktown, you got South Clocktown. And that's that's where that's like the main place. That's where the actual clock tower actually is. You got the clock tower itself, the laundry pool, which has that one kid or it's actually a guy who's actually just can't grow up into an adult. Which I'm sure that's just a metaphor. Oh man. Yeah, North Clocktown, which has you can stop the robber from the old lady, but that's at night, the first night I believe. Which also has at the North Clock Tower also has the Deku Scrub playground and Great Fairy Fountain. The West Clocktown, that's like the stairway area, which has the post office, the swordsman school, the bomb shop, the trading post, the curiosity shop. It's basically all the shops, essentially. East Clocktown's got the mayor's official residence, the Stockpot Inn, milk bar, Honey and Darling's shop, treasure chest shop, and shooting range. Okay, we're finally fucking at the Southern Swamp. Alright. So you got the Southern Swamp itself, you got the Swamp Fishing Hole, Shooting Gallery, Tourist Center, you got Magic Hag's Potion Shop, and that's where you gotta go to, you gotta use to, you start there, and she talks about how she's got her witch, her sister specifically is somewhere in the fucking woods or whatever, and she hasn't heard from her, or, it's been a long time, so you gotta go and help her out. You find out she's been, I think, attacked. I don't know, by monkeys or whatnot. I can't remember. But you gotta get her a potion. You help her out, and it leads you closer. And you have to go to the Woods of Mystery. I guess that's where that all goes down. You got the Swamp Spider House, but leads you to the Deku Palace. Eventually, you get to the Deku Shrine. You gotta save the princess, the Deku princess, which takes you to Woodfall. You gotta rise the temple out from the swamp, which you gotta play the song that you get from the Deku Palace. I think it's the monkey that sings it. And I think it's like, it's wrongly, the monkeys are wrongly accused. But the Woodfall Temple, that's where you get the bow, and you got to fight like an Aztec-looking god boss. I mean, once again, I really liked. I don't know. It's just like it's a poisoned swamp essentially. I think the Forest Temple is way more badass in my opinion. But I will say though, honestly, I like the structure. Well, I like if the platforms you don't even you remove the texture of the structures for the Forest Temple and Ocarina of Time and Swamp the Woodfall Temple. Honestly, I like the structures better in the Woodfall Temple, but I like the textures and the song better in Ocarina of Time, the Forest Temple. Anyway, moving on, I got Milk Road, Romani Ranch, Kuko Shack, Doggy Racetrack, Gorman Track. Then after you get that fucking all that shit squared away in the Woodfall Temple. Next up is Snowhead. Which I think we're kind of jumping ahead with the Snowhead. I don't think you can get the Snowhead first. There's the Mountain Village. There's Mountain Smithy, and that's where you can get your a better sword or the best sword. You have to get gold dust, which you can win at the very end of. Oh, do you win? Do you win it at the end of a Goron race? That one makes sense. I can't remember when the fuck you win that. Or maybe you can win it the first. I don't remember, man. I don't remember where you get the gold, but you go to Mountain Smithy to get the better fucking sword. There's the Goron Graveyard. That's where you get the Goron mask, I believe. But you gotta use the Lens of Truth. I honestly, my favorite part I really like, honestly, once again, structure-wise, I love the Goron area. Like the Goron Graveyard, Road to Goron Village, Goron Racetrack, the Goron Village itself, Goron Shrine, Lone Peak Shrine, Goron Powder Keg Shop, Goron Shop, Road to Snowhead, and Snowhead Temple. I mean, honestly, even the temple itself is annoying. I mean, I don't know. I would say I definitely like the structure to Woodfall Temple more than Snowhead Temple, but overall, I really like that atmosphere and once again the structure itself. Whereas once again, it's a swamp, dude. If you like swamps, I don't know. I'm sure some people are like, it's fucking cool. I liked it. That's fine. Anyway, next up is then the Great Bay. I fucking love Great Bay. I love the fucking the stage on Smash Bros. Fucking great stage. You got Great Bay Coast, Marine Research Laboratory, Fisherman's Hut, Oceanside Spider House, the Pirate's Fortress, Pinnacle Rock, and in this case, like I fucking almost despise the fact that you had to get the eggs. I think you only had to get eggs only in this game. I don't think you had to get Zora eggs in Ocarina of Time, I believe. But it was kind of annoying, but you know what I mean? I do like the whole Zora. I mean, I like Snowhead Temple, or I like the whole scenery. I think overall I like the whole Snowhead Temple, the area, the best, Snowhead and all that shit. Mountain Village, what is it called? Yeah, just Mountain Village, Goron Village, all that. I really like that overall. I mean, I think I'm not the hugest fan of the temple itself. I mean, I think my favorite temple would actually probably be Woodfall Temple, actually, out of all four of them. Of course, you got Zora Cape, Ocean Fishing Hole, Waterfall Rapids, Zora Hall, Zora Shop, Great Bay Temple, and the Zora game site. But the Great Bay Temple, it's annoying as fuck. Just as annoying as the Water Temple, or just another version of annoying. And then there's also like the whole pirate thing, you got the Gerudo guards and whatnot, but they're pirates. Akana Canyon, Akana Graveyard, you got Akana Canyon, Sakon's Hideout, Akana River, Secret Shrine, Spring Water Cave, Music Box House, Spirit House, Beneath the Well, Ancient Castle of Akana. I mean, overall, I really like this area too, but then I fucking almost despise the whole Ancient Castle of Akana, and the Stone Tower was annoying. Stone Tower Temple, and you get the fucking reverse and go upside down. It was annoying. It was a cool concept, but I fucking despise that shit. And then last we got Inside the Moon, which I really liked that. That shit was badass. I mean, best to just, real quickly talk about the bosses, I guess. So you got the sub bosses. Hold on, once when it fucking loads up. You got the Dinalfos, which I guess were the Woodfall Temples, Secret Shrine, and Moon. You got Gecko and Snapper, which were Woodfall Temple. Wizrobe, which were Snowhead Temple, Ancient Castle of Kana, Stone Temple, Tower Temple, and Secret Shrine. And then the Gerudo Pirate, which were the Pirate Fortress. The Pirate Fortress is pretty cool because pirates are cool. You got Wart, which was the Great Bay Temples and Secret Shrine. And then Gecko and Mad Jelly, which were fucking. That was a stupid. I mean, that wasn't a stupid boss. It was an annoying boss. You got Skull Kida, Iron Knuckle, Big Poe, King's Lackeys, Egos, Du Ikana, Garu Master, Gamas, Poe Sisters. But the bosses themselves, you got Masked Jungle Warrior Aldawa, which was the Woodfall Temple. Masked Mechanical Monster Goat, which is the Snowhead Temple. I really honestly like the boss. I mean, the Goron racing and all that shit. The Goron wheel. I mean, being a fucking wheel was dope as fuck. It was a cool ass concept. Gargantuan masked fish, Georg, which is a Great Bay Temple. Annoying boss. Not that annoying. Honestly, I thought the giant masked insect twin mold was just as annoying, if not more so. You got the Majora's Mask, which is on the moon, and then it turns into Majora's Incarnation, and then Majora's Wrath. I mean, honestly, I thought that the bosses, Majora's Incarnation and Majora's Wrath, were kind of lame looking, honestly. If only it was just another version of Ganon. But, I mean, I guess in a sense it is, but, I guess, and what's next is fucking the items. Maybe I didn't fucking name off all the fucking items because I just didn't click on the fucking thing. That's probably what happened. I just honestly just want to name off the. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. But the Mirror Shield was pretty dope. Yeah. The Gilded Sword. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, fuck. I'm not gonna fucking name off all the fucking items. I mean, if you've never played Legend of Zelda, then whatever. Got the characters. Fucking A. Okay. Shit, son. I mean, apparently, like, a lot of these characters were, from, they're just, like, reimagined, I guess. You got the Business Scrubs, and this is Termina. Deku, Butler's Son, Fierce Deity Link, Four Giants, Frog Choir, Great Fairy, Gabora, that's the owl, Kamaro, he's a dancer, Keaton, he's the fox, Link, Majora's Mask, Stray Fairy, Tail and Tattle, Tingle, and Skull Kid. That's Termina. Clocktown's got this guy who's stuck in the toilet. I guess he doesn't have a name. You got Anju's mother, and they own the hotel. You got the banker, bomb shop owner, Brack, Braymore, bombers. Brack and Braymore are just carpenters. Shit. You got the bombers, which are little kids. You gotta get a journal from them or whatever, or gotta get like a number from them, a code, number code. You got Captain Visson and Clocktown guards. Captain Visson's just another guard. Doyle's a carpenter. Gorman, I think he's one of the farm hands. You got Granny, Guru, who's the guy on I forgot the fucking plays the music box. Happy Mass Salesman, Honey and Darling. Jim is one of the bombers. Cafe is the guy that turned into got cursed into being a kid. You got Link the Goron, who actually is, I guess, a mailman. You got Mac, another carpenter. Madame Aroma, man from Curiosity Shop, man from Trading Post, man seeking shelter, Jesus. Mayor Dotor, Mr. Barton, he's the milkman. Muto, carpenter. Old lady from Bomb Shop, you save her at night. Part-timer, Piri is a scarecrow. Postman, Professor Shikashi, receptionist, Rosa sisters, they're dancers. Swordsman, Toto, town shooting gallery, treasure chest shop, Jesus, shit, gal, and then you got the twin jugglers. God damn. Okay. You got Bean Seller, Cursed Rich Man, Deku Butler, Deku King, Deku Princess, Fishing Hole Man, Foolish Monkey, Kotake, Kome, Monkey. I mean, honestly, do I have to fucking name off everything? Fuck this shit. I'm not naming it off. I mean, you got Big Goron, Darmani the Third. He's the dead Goron that gives you his mask and his soul, I guess. Gabara, Goron Elder's son, Metagoron, and then Zubora. Gabara and Zubora, the Smiths. Okay, Southern Swamp, you got Bean Seller, Cursed Rich Man, Deku Butler, Deku King, Deku Princess, Fishing Hole Man, Foolish Monkey, Kotake, Kome, and Monkey. Swamp Shooting Gallery, Swamp Tourist Center Guide. Okay, we're almost fucking done. Crimea, this is Milk Road, Epona, Gorman Brothers, Grog, Mamamoo, Jan, Romani, and the Worker. He's just like naming off, hopefully something will come to mind, or maybe nothing. You got Avail, Big Brother, it's a beaver. You got Evan, Fisherman, Fishing Hole Man, Japas, which one of the members of the Zora band. Little Brother, Beaver. You got Lulu, which is one of the members of the band, who also, you have to find her fucking eggs. You got the Professor, you got Mikai, he's another member of the band. Seahorse, Shiro, Tiho, Tijo, that's the drummer of the band. And then you got the Giant Turtle. Akana Canyon, you got Captain Kita, Dampe, Flat, Egos, Ikana. I thought the whole Flat thing, I thought it was cool that, there was this poisoned, cave, and you had, I think you had to make it rain, I believe, and then make the fucker go away. You got King's Lackeys, Pamela, and Pamela's father. That was kind of a sad moment, when Pamela's father's cursed with a fucking, I think it's the Gibdo mask. Honestly, I really like that fucking that place. It's pretty, honestly, it's really fucking cool, and it's annoying in a sense, the whole underground thing. You need specific items or whatever, but it is still kind of fun. You got the Poke Collector, Sakan, Sharp, Shiro, and Stall Children. Sakan's the guy I think you gotta stop. There's this fucking secret base or whatever, secret hideout that he has, and that to get the couple's mask, that shit is annoying as fuck, but it's cool as fuck. You got you got 5 Moon Children. They're all wearing the boss's masks. I mean, all that's really left to talk about, I guess, is the enemies and dungeons. But I don't think I'm going to name off all of them at all, honestly. What the fuck's the point? There's just a fucked... I mean, I've already named off a lot of them. Fucking why not? Let's do it. Okay. Amy, which I don't know why the fuck she's in this. I thought I don't. She's a part of, as I remember, the Forest Temple actually. Armos, Bad Bat, Beamos, Beth, which once again I don't remember any of the fucking Poe's sisters or whatever being a part of Majora's Mask. We got the Big Octo, Big Poe, Bio, Dako Baba, Black Bow, Blade Trap, Blue Bubble, Blue Choo Choo, Blue Tektite, Boulder, Carnivorous Lily Pad, Death Armos, Deep Python, Deku Baba, Des Braco, Dexy Hand, Dino Fulse, Dodongo, Dragonfly, Anos, Igor, Fire Eye, Fire Keys, Floor Master, Flying Pot, Freezard, Garo, Gerudo, Guard, Ghost, Giant Bee, Gibdo, which is a fucking mummy once again, Gold Scatola, Goat's Remains, Green Choo Choos, Gorg's Fish, Gwei, Gorg's Remain, Hip Loop, Ice Keys, Joe, which once again I didn't know. I'm pretty sure is the Forest Temple. Keys, Lever, like Mad Scrub, Meg, once again from the Forest. That's a Forest Temple. I don't know why the fuck it's anyway. Mini Baba, Mold Baby, Moth, Nedron, which kind of look like Gorons rolled up, but they're not. Ektorok, Adolwa's Insect Minion, Adolwa's Remains, P-Hat Larva, Pirate, Poe, Real Bombchu, Red Bubble, Red Choo Choo, Re-Dead, Rolling Spike Trap, Shellblade, Snapper, Skullfish, Scatola, Skullwaltula, Snowball, Spikes, Stallchild, Takuri, Twin Molds Remains, Wallmaster, White Bow, White Wolfos, and Yellow Choo Choos. Okay. And last thing I gotta click on are dungeons, but I already kind of talked about the dungeons, so... I mean, the mini dungeons are the Swamp Spider House, Pirate's Fortress, Oceanside Spider House, Beneath the Well, Ancient Castle of Akana, and then Moon Dungeons. I mean, I don't know, I feel like I just talked about everything. Yeah, pretty fucking cool game. I mean, it makes me want to fucking play. I mean, I own this. I mean, I played this on the N64 back in the day. And I also got the 3DS version, which, once again, the only difference that I noticed, that I remember right. I mean, there were definitely some differences, but the only one that I noticed was the swimming was different for Zora Link. But, you know, I think you just kind of learn it. But that's pretty much it. Not much else to say. GRMBL, GRMBLS, Twitter and Instagram, but I'm also making music on most music streaming platforms. Check it out. Otherwise, take care. I guess the last words I want to say are, I mean, I already said this, but the Zora Link was my favorite out of all of them. I just like the whole fucking music aspect, clearly. Just bad. I don't know. It's just like, fucking a band in a Zelda game, essentially. A band story in a Zelda game. Cool as fuck. Today is December 3rd, 2019. I didn't even listen to this one yet. I just, I already know I kind of did a similar thing with Ocarina of Time, with Majora's Mask, this game, aka. This time, not looking at any fucking references or anything, though. This is just based on memory. I mean, like I said, I've played these games these games in particular, I've played a number of, it's one of those games, in my opinion, I mean, just for me personally, that I'd be willing to waste my time again. As I've said in the past, I don't really like to, well, because I have just so many projects that I want to do, like art projects and whatnot, writing projects, all that shit. That's just like, I can't play video games like I used to, but it's nice to talk about, the past, I guess. But also, like I said, I'm doing this, it's kind of research purposes as well, kind of just asking myself, not only is, on like a video game, platform, but also on in life in general, just like, why do I like it, and like, why don't I like it, and I might say some unbiased things. But once again, I love this game. I love Nintendo. Legend of Zelda is my favorite series by them. But it's not the only favorite. It's not the only series I like by Nintendo. I'm definitely a Nintendo boy or Nintendo man. um, but as I said, like the first thing I just want to talk about is just because I don't even think I even talked about it. Was I mean I did talk about them, but like not in depth. Like literally, the first temple, it's very Aztec-y. It's kind. I mean, they're definitely pulling from a lot of different fucking places. I mean, and once again, internationally. And the second one's like almost like Himalayan. And the third one, I'm trying to think. It was a different, completely different kind of ocean water setting. It was only a lake in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Just once again, just like the whole thing with it being just like someone else's imagination. I mean, clearly, I mean, once again, everything that we as society, as humans have created, it's all been imagination, which a lot of it is reference from what we've seen, heard, tasted, etc., felt, whatever. Experienced, whatever. Hold up one second. So just I guess change topic just a little bit, but I swear I'm going to be going right back into fucking talking the temples. I mean, like for example, it's very interesting. I mean, you gotta play as Deku, the Deku Link or Deku Link, but also I mean human Link as well, because you need to shoot arrows, predominantly in a lot of moments. But that's when you get the arrows in that temple. The water's all poisoned, and you gotta jump from like lily pads that if you're Link, you're gonna fucking like get hurt from not only the water but also. The lily pads are like they got like eyeballs in the middle or whatever, and they got teeth, so you're gonna get hurt. And Deku Link or Deku Link, whatever you want to fucking say. I'm gonna say Deku because that's just how I said it as a kid. Excuse me. If you after a couple of jumps, like if you don't land and you're still in water, you'll fucking drown, and you have to start over. We'll start from where you were last on land. And you don't I think you lose like a heart, I think, or lose like half a heart. I don't remember. And I think sometimes it even varies. Maybe I'm sure it doesn't, because that'd be fucking weird. But I'm sure. I wonder, if you fall from one height and you fall from a higher height, do you take more damage, or is it just literally? Yeah, I never really tested that the physics of that game, I guess. The only thing I wanted to say just off topic was yesterday I was mentioning how I watched a couple of films. I don't think I mentioned the other film, maybe, but I watched Lords of Chaos, as I said, which isn't a bad film. I read the Wikipedia entry on the whole black Norwegian, or the Norwegian black metal scene. Jesus, this one called black metal. I mean, I read that stuff prior to the movie, like years ago, so it's just kind of like, oh yeah, all right. But it's definitely an interesting perspective, because once again, like you just got these humans that are portraying themselves as fucking almost demonic and whatnot. And there's definitely scarier people out there. There's definitely scarier fucking people in the fucking world. Like once again, the cartel is one example of that. Very intimidating. Whereas that, yes, they were burning churches, and someone ended up, one of the members ended up killing somebody. Well, a couple members ended up killing people, I guess. Definitely just some unchecked mental fucking illness for sure. Egotism to the fucking, extreme, But the other movie I watched was Ghost World, which was it just kind of popped out to me. I mean, once again, I just checking out what's on Hulu, and it was also recommending the Pix, the Hulu Pix or whatever the fuck. I watched it, and honestly, I mean, it was pretty much about someone being indecisive, not knowing what they fucking want to do. with their lives. I mean, like, school's pretty much over, and ends up even kind of like messing up other people's lives in the process of being indecisive. Which, I mean, once again, so it's just, I can understand it kind of. Uh, and I mean, and once again, spoiler, but I guess it's 18 years old or something like that by this point. The indecisive girl decisively decides to run away, which I feel like is a very indecisive move. I mean, I guess feel like I've kind of done that kind of situation. But yeah, I guess the movie's just about being decisive, and there's just several decisive. You see, like, her friend. The main character. I don't remember any of the fucking names, but the main character. Her friends, like, pretty much fucking got it all down and everything. Whereas the other. Well, the reason why I say it's the main character is because I feel like she was definitely the main focus. The indecisive girl, we'll just say decisive girl and indecisive girl. Indecisive girl is the main character, and she she's constantly changing her image. Like, she like was a punk for like literally 5 minutes. Like, I guess like she said 1977 punk or whatever. She's got green hair and jean jacket, blah blah blah. And then, like, fucking, like, not even, like, I wouldn't say 5 minutes, but I mean, within the same day, I think she changes her hair back to, like, I think black. Or was it? I don't know if it was always. I don't even fucking remember. But no, and once again, I understand. It's not just women. I mean, men can be very indecisive. I've been indecisive. I mean, when you have a list of fucking things to do, a list of projects to do, it's like I want to do this, but I also want to do this, and it's like you can't do the same things at the fucking same time. They're too different. Like, your mind. I mean, it'd be fucking crazy if I was able to fucking play the piano and fucking write at the same time. I'm sure it might be possible if I do it enough times. And if I did that, that'd be freaky as fuck, dude. I don't know. I just, if I was out of my body and I was looking at someone doing that, I'd be like, what the fuck? Is this person got 2 brains? Like, what the fuck is happening right now? Which I'm sure that actually exists. I'm sure someone out there is like, whoa. But anyway, and after I watched the movie, I was like, man, I wish I didn't even fucking watch that. But thinking back on it, I mean, the whole thing is just about, being one person being indecisive. I mean, like, she was gonna move in with her friend, but then decided not to. But then was gonna move in with her friend, but then fucking decided to run away. So, yeah. And, kind of just, I don't know if they made Ghost World 2. I hope they fucking, and they could have, but I hope they didn't, because, I mean, I don't know what the fuck the message would be about this time, I guess. Anyway, I also watched The Wrestler. That was kind of a, it's just about, I mean, you could even, about an entertainer, using up their body to the most extreme for the audience, and at the cost of dying earlier than expected, earlier than they should be. It's sad. Trying to find love, and I mean, who the fuck gives a shit about some fucking old nobody? I mean, once again, you could view it as a musician, you can view it as a stand-up comedian, you can view it as a poet going on fucking stage. I mean, if you don't fucking, if you don't garner some kind of fame or notoriety, notoriety, then I guess, you you ain't anything. You're nothing. You're fucking nothing. And, I'm looking at my views and shit. I'm nothing. I'm fucking nothing. But the thing is, though, I'm still enjoying this. I enjoy the music I'm making. I mean, not entirely. I'm honestly, the coolest thing is that some of the songs that even I don't like, but like, I don't know if I feel like I can release them even if I'm not I don't like it the most. Like, there are other people that fucking, like, really fucking love those songs, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, just more and more experience. That's all, I guess. And once again, I know clearly it's about making connections, and I don't know. One thing, I know this might be a criticism here, but I feel like part of the reason why people are like, oh, you don't perform live, and I can understand a number of reasons, like, you're not brave enough, you're not blah blah blah, you don't think you're good enough, or maybe you're not good enough. But I just feel like it's just kind of like the peer pressure of, like, you know, I mean, if you get more people on stage, more people are going to be out. I mean, kind of like, it's almost like, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with the whole, like, if you don't fucking go to shows and stuff, you ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Once you're not a real fan or whatever. But it's like, I mean, and that is honestly probably only to sell tickets. It's just to make money. That's the only, I feel like that's the peer pressure of that whole thing. And that fucking, like, makes me, like, I mean, and that's why, like, part of, like, I mean, I looked at, because the whole back to Lords of Chaos, like, they fucking I know I'm totally going off topic here. I wanted to talk about Legend of Zelda, I promise. I just you know, fucking new day. It's my podcast. I can do what the fuck I want. But most of the members weren't even performing live. Like, they performed live a couple times maybe, but they're like, yeah, we don't do that and they're kind of not exactly the same reason as what I was explaining necessarily. I think it was a similar reason though. But I mean, being out of my shoes and watching another, you know, a bunch of musicians saying that they're musicians and they're making music but they're not performing live, it does make me go, man, come on, why can't you fucking perform live? But I mean, the only difference between them and me is I don't have any other fucking members. You know what I mean? I don't have a fucking band, and I've tried, and I'm still gonna try, of course. But I mean, the biggest reason why it's not going so well right now is because I definitely don't have all the equipment. I mean, all I'm missing is just an amp. That's all I fucking need to do. I don't even need I just gotta push myself to get on stage. Realistically, I mean, I've done it. Realistically, I've done it about 24 times. I promise. I don't really feel like doing karaoke on stage. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to bring on a fucking synthesizer, but I think I'm gonna hook a guitar strap to it, kind of like how fucking Tom York does it. But I'm thinking a little different. It'll look like, you know how like fucking like you'll see. Maybe you won't. But I don't know. I just definitely, you know, I mean, like, on one side, I do feel like once again, it's the whole peer pressure of just like not only like selling tickets and stuff, and like, it's just like that whole fucking presentation bullshit. It's just like, I don't know, I thoroughly enjoy what I'm making. So like, I don't know, I just hope that there are other people out in the world that also, like, you know what I mean? I'm hopefully I'm not the only person. Like, and I hope this is not purely like, I don't know, just for me. But anyway, it just, I guess, you know, I guess I'll end it with that, I guess. Let's go back to fucking Majora's Mask. The first temple, I don't even remember what the fuck it's called. I don't remember what any of the temples are called. I mean, I think it's like, is it even called the Snow Temple? And I don't think that, was it Swamp Temple, Snow Temple, Fish Temple? I don't know. And then, like, you got Giant's Temple or whatever. I don't remember. But, you know, we'll just do Dungeon 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm terrible with names, but I can at least fucking tell you the details. So as I said in the first one, you know what I mean? Just even trying to get there. I mean, honestly, like, the first one seems to be, well, actually, the first and the third one, in my opinion, yeah. No, I guess they all have something you have to do like yeah, I guess you gotta do a bunch of shit before you even get to the fucking temple, I guess. Yeah. Word. Yeah. Yeah, like for fucking, like I said, the fucking first one, you gotta, like, you know, help some old lady, old woman, or, you know, I guess they're witches, but one of the sisters is hurt in the fucking, in some wooded area, and you end up like stumbling upon it just because you're following Monkey, and then you find out that the monkeys are actually, I mean, they didn't, you know what I mean, and that, I mean, I think the only reason why you help out that old woman is so that you can get a bottle for free, essentially. And with the monkey, they tell you about how one of them's trapped in the Deku fortress, and you gotta help them. You go in there, and then there's like this whole fucking, like, you know, it's kind of like the whole guard thing, and the spy, like, you know, trying to like not get caught. I forgot the fuck it's called, but I guess you're just not supposed to get caught while you fucking go through this maze in the Deku fortress, which is kind of similar, like I said, to Ocarina of Time, when young Link has to go and find Princess Zelda and has to get into the castle. Which, I mean, honestly, I mean, like, the thing with this game is I think a lot of the fucking mechanics, like, just going back in time, really stripped maybe a lot of being able to like do more than just four temples. So that's why they added. I mean, this is a guess here, or maybe they just wanted to only do four. Maybe I mean, like, on one side, in my opinion, I mean, like in Ocarina of Time, there's fucking eight. Isn't there? Like, you got fucking the three for young Link, and as I said, like, I think five for adult Link plus fucking Ganon. Ganon's castle, which isn't like a total like fucking temple, but it sort of is. But this one's only got four. I mean, if you really want to, I would say like fucking five. The fifth one's like on the moon, but like that's like it's kind of like mini games and stuff. Before you fight the last boss. So I mean, I guess unbiasedly, I mean, it is a short game, but I do thoroughly. I think some of the cool aspects are like, I mean, once again, the whole time management, like how much you can get done in it within 3 days of a video game per se, and you know what I mean. I mean, how much? Can you somehow put that kind of mindset into your own life? And you have a journal entry, and you have to take notes of what dates, scheduling out, like, when, a couple days in the fucking future that you gotta. It's only a couple days. They're not even asking you like a week from now or something like that. Imagine if they made like a sequel for Majora's Mask where it's like you can go like back in time 2 weeks or like even a month or something like that. So it's like that game would fucking be forever, dude. Holy shit. But I mean, clearly you can't do. I don't believe you can do all of everything within those 3 days. I think it's impossible because I think like every time you get to a temple or whatever, I mean, all that's going to take about like a fucking day, 3 days within itself. Like you have essentially 3 days to finish each temple before going back in time. So really, it'd take about 12 days in not real time, but in that game's time without having to like reset time. You got 12 days for that. And I'm sure take another even fucking 3 days. Probably the moon thing probably takes about 3 days or whatever. Or actually, I think there's no time by that point. Yeah, because of the fucking giants. Um, Going back to I guess going to Goron, the whole Goron area. I think that's really badass to have that like Goron racing thing, and also when you're fighting the boss, you got like fucking roll up into you're rolling into a ball. You're fucking you roll into it and damage it. I think you got spikes, I believe, that pop out of you. Or no, I think you just literally. I don't remember. I can't remember. I just remember you just hit into them, and it fucking hits it over, and you can punch it, or I think you turn back into Link, and you can slash it. But I think it'd be better just punch it as Goron. I didn't even mention the fucking boss. I mean, I kind of did, but for the Swamp Temple, jumping all over the place. Uh, just I mean, honestly, out of all four temples, if I could be real, I don't really give a shit too much about the whole swamp area. I mean, for the most part, I didn't care. I mean, like the monkey thing was cool. I mean, the Deku Fortress was pretty cool, but like, what I mean, I don't mind doing the whole like spy mission kind of stuff, but at the same time, it is kind of annoying because clearly you gotta be very patient as well. I mean, there's a lot of things you're gonna learn in fucking Legend of Zelda. Patience being one of them. I mean, that's why a lot of I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's just all of games. I mean, I think there's experience potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's puzzle solving. Just fucking imagining. Now I'm in the fucking Deku Fortress right now. The left side. And there's also, there's a hidden path, and you gotta find there's a bean eater dude, and he's just fucking in a hole. But I don't know, man. I think, I mean, my favorite storyline, I guess, would have been is the Zora storyline, but I almost like fucking despise that entire, like, because that once again, it's just so. Even the temple, once again, is just fucking annoyingly difficult. I mean, it's not that hard, and I think they actually made it easier once again in Majora's Mask 3DS version. I think maybe I'm wrong, um, but I really like the structure of the first temple. I like most of what happened actually in the snow place, other than, I mean, the temple itself was okay, but it is once again annoying, especially when you have to find, if you want to get the Great Fairy Sword, and if you're finding all the fucking fairies, that can be fucking tedious as fuck, dude. But at the same time, it's pretty, I don't know, it's fun at the same time. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I mean, I mean, I fucking beat that. I mean, once when you fucking get the Great Fairy Sword, it's like, why the fuck, why play it again? You fucking really went into that shit. But it is a good game, and I mean, I don't, collecting all the fucking masks, you can get the Great Deity Mask or Great Deity Mask at the end. Uh, but I don't know. I'm sure there's some people who fucking thoroughly enjoyed being a Deku, but the Goron and the Zora were pretty dope, both of them. I mean, I really like, honestly, the Zora was probably the dopest because you got like these double boomerang fucking things, and I don't know. He's also a musician. Fucking cool as fuck. Uh, I'll say he impregnated some woman before dying. Um, it's just, it's funny. It's a joke. It's honestly kind of. It's definitely, it's fucking. There's sad moments. I mean, the whole Goron. How he died was sad too. I forget how the fuck he died though. I just remember the. I hardly fucking remember. I think maybe was it the poisoned water that killed the Zora. I don't remember how they even fucking died, man. I don't remember, but anyway, I mean, honestly, I mean, the Snow Temple really isn't that bad. I mean, honestly, the boss really fucking. I think I would have to give it to the fucking Snow Temple for the most part in that case. Um, I don't know, man. Like, even like, there's like a little beaver section for fucking the water. I guess, is it called the Water Temple again? I don't fucking know. I can't remember. And then there's the pirates, which is essentially supposed to be the Gerudo Valley, but it's pirates, I guess, in a water area, water environment. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what more they could have done. I don't know. I guess I prefer, in my opinion, I guess in this case, I mean, honestly, Super Mario 64, like that. Those anytime he does water, I feel like they did a better job with that than with Majora's Mask in this case. Like, it was very limited. Like, obviously, it's on ocean, so you can only go so far. And don't get me wrong, I think, like, you know what I mean, like the getting the eggs when you have to follow the little gold fish to, or the shiny fish anyway, the bright light fish or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it's a fish that's got, fucking allows you, and if you follow it, you won't get lost in the murky water. And it, brings you to this eel place once again. Like, it's like tense and intimidating, just like the whole Super Mario 64. I bet they probably I mean, once again, it's like, it's just a video game. You're just a kid, most likely. And when those eels come at you, man, it's just so intimidating. I don't know. I think that's just like, that's, the shock factor in like movies nowadays. That's what the fucking directors wanted to get, those shock value. But you can have like infinity shock value because if you never kill those fucking eels, they just keep coming at you, man. Yeah, for some reason I always kind of like. I mean, since I've now played the game a couple times now, I kind of remember the whole pirate scenario again. But it is pretty similar to the whole Gerudo Valley, but once again, like it's slightly altered, different structure, and clearly there's water now. But it is, I don't know, man, it is pretty cool. And also, is it Akani Valley or whatever? The place with the Gibdos or the mummies, whatever. They're called Gibdos, I believe. But I don't remember what the zombies are called though. I can't remember at the time. I listed them off. What good that fucking did me, right? Listing off all that shit, Jesus. Man, fucking ear beating. Honestly, I'm sure it was. Um, uh, hmm. But one, I like there's kind of like honestly, yeah. Thinking about it, there's actually like a mini temple within the fourth place because you got to go through like I forgot the fucking. I think to get the mirror shield, I believe. You have to do this like little mini temple, and that temple, honestly, thinking about it, isn't that bad. But I don't know why. I mean, maybe I don't like those temples a little bit more just because it's like, oh, this is the ending of the fucking game. Um, but I mean, even getting into the giant temple or that the last temple was fucking such. It was annoying. I mean, it was like I mean, you had to play those. You place those statues on the fucking the right spot or whatever. Those little fucking switches. And then like once when the temple went upside down, it's just like, man, fucking, it was just like a long, tedious fucking temple. It's just like, you know what I mean? You're at the end, so let's fucking like really fucking make it seem like you're playing two. Well, essentially, so I guess in a sense you played fucking six temples, I guess. But I don't know. Well, I guess you played seven then, but I don't know. They did. And I didn't really even talk about the gold Scatola thing. I mean, once again, there's about like two or three, or even maybe there's four Scatola fucking places that you have to kill a bunch of golden Scatolas, get their tokens, and save these fucking dudes or whatever. Get some fucking items from it. Um, um, just thinking. Um, Yeah, I mean, I honestly really don't remember too much. I mean, the things that I can't really explain too much of it, just because like there's just so much that goes on in the fucking fourth fucking temple, and I think they purposely do that kind of shit just so you kind of like, I mean, eventually I'm sure you played enough times you can like fucking, I mean, I'm sure someone fucking plays it the first time through and kind of can remember it since then, but it's just, you're fucking flying at moments because there's no fucking ground in some areas, so you're just gonna fall to your death. So you need to play as the Deku Link. You gotta play as the Zora Link at some moments to swim. I think you gotta play as Goron Link so you can like jump over things when he's rolling. Yeah, man. Yeah, I really fucking detest the last. But it was supposed to be. It's difficult for a reason, and maybe that's the reason why I detest it, and also because once again, it's like that was pretty much the end of the game. Um, Honestly, you know what? They should have done that fucking temple first, and then it's just like, all right, you can beat that shit. You can beat the rest of the game. Here you go. And then like, and I'm fucking joking, I guess. Um. I don't. I mean, I think I listed off the fucking. I don't know if I even listed off all the masks. I don't think I even fucking did that. I'm 99% sure I didn't fucking do that. Um. Which, I mean, in this case, it'd be probably a good idea to at least look at them just so I remember which one's which and what they do. But, you have to, I mean, I'm not even looking at it now, but you get that. First one that comes to mind was the bomb mask, which is, you get that one. I don't remember how the fuck you even get that. I think you get that from saving the lady, saving the old woman at night, I believe. Maybe that's how you get it. It's convenient when you don't have any bombs and you need a fucking bomb. And I think if you put up the shield, you don't take any damage. I don't know if you even take damage if you don't put up the shield. Maybe you do. I don't remember. You got this falcon-looking hawk mask that just like has like well, I mean, there's one reason why. I mean, it's for one part of, like, it's only like one part of the game turns a bunch of chicks into chickens, or hens. But other than that, like, it can have like I think animals follow behind when it's playing the flute music or whatever. And there's some other things, but I mean, some of the masks are just like just like little fun kind of things. Uh, like I can't remember the first mask actually was thinking about. I just can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's like it's when you got to go in the graveyard and kill that giant ass skeleton. I forgot the fuck they're even called, man. And then you get its mask, and then like they fucking think that you're the overlord or whatever of the skeletons, and they fucking, I don't know, small little fucking things. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I mean, once again, it's kind of like, it almost kind of reminds me, it's like Prototype in a sense, like, just like, even Ocarina of Time was kind of Prototype, like, because, I mean, I played, Wind Waker, and that used to be my favorite fucking game, and I mean, I've played Twilight Princess, and I can't find myself to beat, Skyward Sword. I beat, Breath of the Wild, though. Once in Skyward Sword maybe is on, a platform that's not on the Wiimote. I mean, I admire the Wiimote, but I just wish it was optional, honestly. Anyway, but I mean, it definitely was very. I wouldn't say it's the exact same as the first game by any means, but there are definitely some similarities, and it's on purpose in a sense. Just why not bring it? Bring it. You're upgrading it, and you're upgrading it. And there will always be, I guess, a princess that needs to be saved. I guess, and there will always be some evil overlord that wants to rule the world. And hopefully there'll be always someone who wants to stop that overlord from, ruling the world, I guess. I'm just trying to think of everything else. Just the other mask, I guess I can keep talking about, but I don't know. The coolest mask, in my opinion, was the Zora mask. After that was the Goron mask. Pretty much the predominant fucking the mask that you use the most. The first deity mask, if you got to use it outside of the boss battles, that'd be pretty dope. Which, if you use a glitch, I guess you can. Yeah, I mean, I can't even really fucking think about the other masks right now, because I just, you got one mask that, like, you wear for, keeps your eyes awake. I'll make it so you can't sleep or whatever. And that only helps you, so you listen to some old woman tell stories, you can, you get a fucking heart piece or something like that. You got the couples mask, which I don't think the couples mask even fucking does anything. I think it was just this giant ass, long-winded experience. Which honestly, even though I don't think the couples mask even does anything, if I remember right, but it's still a pretty dope memory. I mean, I think that's part of the. I mean, even though the mask doesn't do anything, it's just kind of like if you imagine like a ring on your finger, if you were married. You know what I mean? Like, it's just pretty much to represent all the memories of the past. You know what I mean? If anything, just to kind of like symbolize a couple. Just kind of that's what I feel like they're trying to that's why you wear a ring, a wedding ring, maybe. I don't know. Or have some kind of sentimental item, like for example the couple's mask, or once again a fucking ring, a wedding ring. I honestly kind of want to look up the fucking mask, just because once again I literally can't even fucking fathom, and I'm not gonna list them all. I don't know if I didn't. I thought I already listed it off, and if I already did, then there's no fucking point in doing it again. I need to look at them real quick. Okay. Alright. So okay, I'm not even, I mean, I'm just gonna base it off of the fucking, the image, that I'm seeing right now. It doesn't even fucking tell me all the names, which is fine. Post office one, which I think only allows you to, then be a post office dude, and, sometimes you get, like, a couple rupees when you go to the mailbox. It's also for the couple mask mission. I already mentioned those two. Then there's the stone mask, which I think makes it so that people don't recognize or don't realize you're even there. I think, or maybe that's for the. I can't remember the fucking that mask does. Great Fairy Mask makes it so that the fairies in the temple will come to you if they're in the room and they're not in a bubble. That Fox Mask, I can't remember what the fuck that is. I don't remember. I don't think that it really even does too much. Bunny Hood makes you go faster, run faster. So I mean, I'm constantly fucking wearing. So I guess that's one of my favorite fucking masks. I guess. That fish mask. That's. I don't know if that. I don't remember what the fuck that even does. I think that's right. Like it just like. It brings the frog quartet together or something like that. The pig mask helps you smell things out, I guess. Helps you find things. Cow mask or the cow. It's like there's like literally a hat. You just wear that to get into the fucking the milk bar. You got the crying farmer. I can't remember the fuck he. I think he. I don't remember. I don't know what the fuck you even do with it. I think you go to the ranch and I think you can do something with it. I don't remember. You got the purple hair mask. That one's that one character for the couple mask. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Then I think you got like the mask of truth, which I don't remember what the fuck that even fucking does. You got the dancing mask, the Gibdo mask, so it makes it so that the Gibdos don't attack you. I think they just made the next mask. Like, it's like for like the ninjas when they attack you in the Ikana Valley, which also I think in the 3DS they kind of incorporated that when the those ninjas are attacking you, because I don't remember that in the original Majora's Mask, but I could be wrong. And you get the Giant's Mask, yeah. Yeah, and the Giant's Mask is, it's gonna be cool to be a giant, you know what I mean? But there's only like literally one moment where you even can use that mask. So, I gotta be right back. I gotta change my laundry out. I fucking forgot about it. So I explained all the masks. I listed it off this time, and I think I did a better job, but I'm sure it was still annoying. But I don't think it was maybe as annoying as earlier on. I definitely preferred the Ganondorf boss battle than Majora's Mask boss battle. I just really didn't give a shit about the mask being this like alien-like thing. It would have been cooler if maybe like you fought like Skull Kid with the mask on. I don't know. But I guess Skull Kid was not essentially the evil one. I guess it was just the mask itself. And once again, I'm like, using the fucking headphones, and I can actually hear my own mic now this time. So it's just like trying not to breathe so much into the mic now, which is kind of like making it so I'm not breathing as much as I normally should. But fuck it. I don't know. There's not too much more to say. I think. When you get onto the moon, which the only way to get onto the moon is when you have all 4 giants from all 4 temples helping you hold the moon up on the end of the 3rd day when it's supposed to come crashing down onto Termina. And then you get onto the moon, and there's like 4, you have to give a bunch of kids masks, and if you have all the masks, then that gives you the fierce. It helps you get the fierce deity mask. I don't remember how. I don't know if you just immediately get it or whatnot. But there's like 4 missions when you talk to like 4 kids that have the boss masks on. You have to do these little fucking little mini games, like I said. Like the Zora's one, you're just like going through these tubes and you're just going through the right one, and hopefully you land on the one that has the heart container. And yeah, at the end of them, you get a heart container, so you can actually get a full heart after all 4 of them. I don't remember the Deku one. I think you're just fucking flying through the air, doing. I don't remember the fuck. I don't remember. Goron, you're clearly doing fucking what you've always done as a Goron, is just fucking spinning rolling or whatever. And I don't know, I think that one's probably the coolest one out of all three of them that I can think of. I don't remember even what the fucking fourth one even was. Don't remember. Uh, um, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. That game's, it definitely seems like it's a game that you could probably beat really. I mean, probably can beat it pretty quickly. I'm sure you could beat it in the day. I mean, could you beat it in a day with getting all the masks as well? I don't know. I mean, I think all the masks in themselves are just kind of like a temple in itself. Like, if you consider that temple is just nothing but just a bunch of puzzle solving per room, sometimes multiple fucking puzzles going on. Like, you gotta fucking fight an enemy, but also fucking. I mean, I guess you can kind of label it as just one whole puzzle in itself, but if you want to kind of multi-layer puzzle it, you gotta fight enemies, but you're also fucking like. Sometimes you gotta put things in place or whatever. Typically, you probably would want to just kill them all before, you know what I mean? Kill the enemy or whatever. Kill the enemy before doing the puzzle solving. I mean, it definitely almost kind of like was thinking about it. I mean, once I'm being unbiased, it seems like a cash grab, even though it's just like kind of like I know that they were trying. They enjoy probably being in that world, and they wanted to explore it more or whatever. And once again, I really feel like these two games could have hypothetically been one game. Like, I mean, once again, Link just never could have worn any of the masks. It's only for young Link. Dude, I mean, it's definitely it would have been a way bigger game for sure. But I mean, honestly, that's still like if they put those two games together, that would be fucking beautiful. I don't know how they'd be able to. Maybe as young Link, that's what you had to fucking, as young Link, you had to fucking stop the moon from falling out of the sky. But as adult Link, you gotta fucking stop an overlord from, ruling over Hyrule. I mean, I don't know which one would be a bigger fuck. I mean, I think they're just both two giant ass stories in itself. I mean, that'd be pretty fuck. I mean, you started in Termina, and then Link then goes on, and you find him in fucking, I mean, I think they could have probably blended Ocarina of Time. Then I guess he would have 7 fucking temples, I guess, and then Link would only have like 5, but I guess 6 if you count Ganon's. But that'd be. I'm sure they wouldn't fucking. They're not ever gonna do that. But that honestly, I wish that just seems like a fucking dope ass idea. Because otherwise, once again, this storyline is just a what if. Just like I think Link's Awakening is just a giant what if. It's just him dreaming. And Majora's Mask is just once again just I think it's Skull Kid's imagination, I believe. But like I don't know, man. Like Skull Kid came up with this whole term in a fucking reality fantasy world. But I mean, one little small thing I thought was kind of cool is once again Skull Kid. He doesn't even play as the main character. He has the hero of time save the world. Because I guess the only person that could save the world would be the hero of time, I guess. Maybe that's, I don't know, it's weird. Once again, doesn't even portray himself as a hero. He'd fucking rather be saved by a hero. It's weird. And wanting to meet your hero and whatnot. But I mean, at first, hypothetically, when he's first impression of the hero, he fucking, he turns fucking Link into a Deku. I don't know, maybe, is Skull Kid supposed to, is it also kind of like how fans can be, I guess? Like when you first meet, your fucking hero, it's just a kid. So you can weaken them. And they remain weakened for a state until they, once again, are able to get themselves, gain confidence again, or drive or whatever. I don't know, maybe the determination's still there or whatever, so that's why they're able to get out of that weakened state. And in fact, they even go into the next state, which is even a stronger state, Goron state. And And then sometimes you don't always need strength. Sometimes you need to just be swift. So you know, get the Zora. And then sometimes you fucking just need to be a fucking giant. And you know, after this person, this hero has collected all of these items, has become extremely strong, a lot of experience. Then I guess, and even like then, even like I guess, is able to pull the evil out of the fan. I guess. I know this is totally fucking meta, you know, it's out there, but it's a stretch. Only when you pull the evil from the fan will the fan realize all along that you're the hero. I mean, what else? You know. I mean, clearly it's just about a mask that corrupts someone's mind, and it's up to someone to uncorrupt that mind, I guess, however necessary. Which I mean, I think that's even a stretch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what more else to say about this. I guess last words is I've been watching a couple episodes. I think I'm just gonna be. I don't know how regularly. I don't know how far I'll go into it, but really feel inclined to watch Everybody Hates Chris. I watched that as a kid, some episodes, and finished it as a kid by any means. Kind of reminded me of like Malcolm in the Middle, but I honestly like Everybody Hates Chris a little bit more. Some of my favorite shows in those terms, Malcolm in the Middle I still like Malcolm in the Middle, but Everybody Hates Chris is, I like that a lot. And then it kind of also like, what is it, is it a sitcom, I guess? That 70s show is also pretty dope. But anyway, I know I'm just off topic. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, once again, like I said yesterday, I hope it's not the last time I talk about it. Um, and it probably won't be. I hope other people want. Anyway. Yeah. I guess that's it for Majora's Mask. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't. Yeah. Getting a Pono was pretty cool. The alien scene was pretty dope. Yeah. I mean, they didn't. I don't know why they even decided to do that alien thing. It's just, I mean, once again, if it is fantasy, it's like, why not? But I mean, I do honestly. I mean, it's a scary. Once again, it's a tense scene because once again, like, you don't want the aliens to win by any means. But it's just like there's so many of them. It's just once again so tense and fucking like. It's also once again as a kid you're kind of scared at the same time as aliens, like yeah, which once again it wouldn't make any sense I guess well I don't know, would it not make sense in Hyrule in general if there were aliens? I don't know, but just trying to think if there's really anything else. Tingle, not Tinkle. Tingle. He's this dude who wants to be a fairy or believes he's a fairy or both. Wants and believes he's a fairy. But he helps you get masks. He also features a little bit in Wind Waker, which is kind of fucking hilarious. That is weird. That is fucking weird. Because once again, I think Tingle. He doesn't show up in any other game other than in Majora. Well, besides Wind Waker, and I think he's got his own game too, and I think he's featured in a couple other games. But it is interesting that somehow, because I mean, Termina's supposed to be all based on Hyrule characters or whatever. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The only way to get into to get into that alien scene is by destroying that giant ass rock, which you have to do it as a Goron and bring the bomb. And once again, that's even intense because you got a fucking lit bomb. You got to run from one section of a map to the other. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too much else to say, I guess. I feel like I'm fucking beating that horse now. Okay. Alright. I mean, I just wanted to talk about it, just like, once again, this is all pure, for the most part, I mean, besides me, like, reading off the mask, in a way, I guess, but I feel like that was better content than beforehand. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm in the middle, but once again, it's all just figuring out the whole structure of it all, because once again, there's no fucking way I could possibly play the game unless I play the game all the way through and then I talk about it immediately after playing it. But I don't have the time to do that shit, honestly. So, and it's memory based, I guess. Sometimes memory's not the best, and sometimes only, like, Yu Yu Hakusho, for example, I watched it once through. So, but I don't know. And I feel like, honestly, that one I probably could have talked about a little bit more, but it's okay. Yeah, I already said it earlier on, but GRMBL, GRMBLS. I'm not gonna, just trying to, I have a giant ass list of ideas to still talk about, that I'd want to talk about anyway. And I mean, I don't know how easy it would be to do a podcast every day. I mean, sometimes I do like about 4 or 5 in a day or something like that, just to fucking, because I'm feeling it. But it just gives me some time to do other things, I guess. Yeah. All right. Take it easy, I guess.